Well, hello fellas, it's me Nibahi by KHooV11 and welcome to a new episode of FASCOTF Reviews. And today we're gonna review the third comic from the second season and overall the 10th ever FASCOTF comic released called Lost in Hell. First things first, before I'm gonna analyze this comic, I want to thank you so fucking much for 100 subscribers. Guys, I don't even know what to say. I mean, first of all, I don't think I even deserve such a big amount. I mean, first of all, most of the stuff I do in this channel, except those reviews on FASCOTF or music or whatever the fuck you see, there's a lot of content on this channel which is shitpost like South Park in a nutshell. I think you know that video. That video got like fucking 5,000 views. Like, why? Why? And why so much appreciation for it? I mean, just complete bullshit and shitpost. I think I remember actually, I did that video in one day. Why? Why? Guys, can you tell me why? I don't deserve that much amount at all. I'm sorry, but anyways, instead of crying my ass off for such a big amount, guys, I need to thank you so much, guys, and you're literally my life. You're literally everything I care about in this world anymore. Okay, I'm just joking, but seriously, thank you so much, guys. I hope this channel will grow to a much more bigger amount of subscribers and with much more better content in the future. And we hope we're gonna build a community for it. I really hope that. And I'm pretty I can actually assure you that in the future I'm gonna start doing much more series about more stuff. But we're gonna see about this because I can't really name what I'm gonna do. But anyways, guys, let's jump over this. And another thing before I'm gonna start analyzing the comic, I wanna say that I'm sorry that I didn't make a review for such a long time. But guys, I was really sick. Actually not a few, but it was actually 1 week ago. I was extremely sick and I couldn't even do anything. I'm really sorry about this, but hey. Anyways, guys, let's move on and we're gonna analyze the comic Lost in Hell. Yeah. First things first, we're gonna start with the story. The story starts with a flashback to the previous comic in which Fabi and Andrea jumped off that fucking bridge and they killed themselves. And then it's a footage with them on a long hallway. They're both confused and they're going to the end of it to see what's going on. It was actually Jesus and it was actually a route to heaven. Sadly, producers didn't accept them even if they made he made them some, offers or pretty much spoilers on a lot to do in here. But the funny thing is that actually Jesus was evil this time and just praying their asses up. And then he sends them straight to hell. Sadly, they're broken by each other. They're broken apart like Andrea's on one side and Fabi's on the other side. Sadly. And the both of them are trying their best to go to find the way out. But first of all, they had to find each other. So it's showing us into Fabi first, and Fabi, with the point of the view of Fabi actually, we see what's going on here, and holy crap, so many shits going on in hell. Like, seriously, this is what, when I made this comic, this is what I imagined that it's going on in hell. So yeah, it's all basically from my imagination, because, I didn't even watch shit on YouTube about, or whatever, in general actually, about hell. But I'm saying YouTube because maybe there are videos like showing animations or shit like that, because I wanted to get inspired by them. Mostly I get inspired by animations and doing backgrounds and shit like that. And not only simple drawings that I could simply find on Google Images. Yeah, you heard it right. Animations, because there are specific animation channels which I get inspired from because maybe their art styles more appealing to me. But we're not gonna talk about this. Moving on, Fabi wakes up in hell. His heart reminds him about Andrea because he fucking forgot about what a fucking apple he is. And yeah, then he gets up. And guess what? Who's appearing? Out of nowhere. Of course, it's Stefan, a fucking character that from the first season we all know him as a angsty, stupid, edgy teenager that he was. But he changed. He became a demon right now. He works in hell. And yeah, actually loves the place, and now he's much more matured and much more, how can I say, much more so danker, you know, like, or much more kinder. I can really give a definite explanation because his character is really awesome in the new seasons, and I'm not complimenting myself now, but hey. So yeah, Stefan wakes. I mean, Jesus Christ, Stefan fights Fabi. They're talking. Fabi is like, "Why is Stefan in hell?" He asks himself, "But yeah, he tells a story that he works in here and blah blah blah." And then yeah, they were just talking shit about the place, like you know, normal discussions between real men. And then Fabi asks Stefan if he knows where Andrea is. Stefan thought that maybe she is in the staff room, considering that he saw some of his uh, pals throwing a girl in the staff room that wanted to rape her later, but we're not going to talk about this. So yeah, he brings Fabi to the staff room, and yeah, she was there, luckily, because if it wasn't here, it would have been pretty much an entire hell. And then Stefan, they wanted to unlock the door, but Stefan didn't have the keys. So Fabi found his way to the Satan's bedroom, one of the most riskiest places on hell. So yeah, he literally taught his ass off to save Andrea. And yeah, he's going to Satan's room, but first he had to distract two guards that were guarding the room. And yeah, he distracts them with some condoms. Yeah, pretty weird, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie at all. But you know, in hell, I mean, demons in hell actually. I'm not sure if this is saying some Bible or shit, but in my imagination, all the demons from hell are some bad fuckers. I mean, they're rapers, they're doing shit that, you know, like, you know, pornography. I don't want to go into more details because maybe I'll get age restricted, so. But hey, what a fun. Doesn't even matter anymore because all of that shit is showing in the background. Like, what a hell. What a hey. So yeah, he goes inside Satan's bedroom. He was expecting something much more bigger, something much more dangerous. But it was actually just a normal room. It was Satan's normal room. What hell? Come on, what did they expect? So yeah, Satan was luckily sleeping and he saw the keys. It was right on his eye. Or how is the expression? Because I don't really know how it is actually. And yeah, I don't know what the fuck he does. He wakes Satan up. And yeah, he calls one of his guards with a really loud and demonic whistle. And that guard kidnaps him. The guard sends him to one of the most rudest, one of the most cruelest, one of the most evil creatures in hell. And that's of course Susie. So yeah, right here, Fabi and Susie are talking shit like Fabi is insisting on Susie to let him go. But Susie didn't want to because he needed a partner to play with. Kind of gay, not gonna lie, to speaking of the boy. And yeah, Susie hits Fabi in the head with a fucking crowbar, and then he wakes up later and makes him pet him. Right? That's pretty gay, not gonna lie. But luckily, Stefan appears out of nowhere and he saves Fabi. Then the stupid faggot admits that the keys were in his fucking pocket. Jesus Christ. What a stupid idiot that Stefan could be. I mean, seriously, what do you expect from him? And then what should we be waiting for? We went to save Andrea. And yeah, we didn't talk that much right here. Just go straight to the point and save her. He unlocks a door, and she hugs me. Yeah. And after this, so she's confused why Stefan is a demon, and then we are all figuring out a way how to get out of here until Stefan comes with the idea that we should go to through the main portal from hell. And then yeah, we go right here. Stefan was telling us the thing with that main portal, and yeah, it was actually guarded by Shaggy. Come on, guys. The comic was released on 5 February 2019. Let's be serious. It was a meme back then. I know it's cancer right now. I know. Shut up. And yeah, so the portal was guarded by Shaggy. Yeah. Then because what a stupid faggot that Fabi could be. I mean, he's inspired by my real life. Come on. He was so he was so ready to fight his ass off to get out, but he gets his ass beaten by Shaggy. Stefan calls for help from God, and yeah, God itself. God was playing video games until Stefan calls him. They were talking shit on the phone, random shit about their personal lives. Not gonna lie, God's wife is pretty sexy. And yeah, God. I mean, Stefan at some point tells God that Fabi's fighting chick, and God was so enraged and so fucking amazed by how stupid can we be. And then he appears out of nowhere, giving us the new version of the Bible, what we should do. On the new version of the Bible, oh yeah, he also saved me. So yeah, on the new version of the Bible, it says that if you have sex for not only for pleasure, actually, it's not a sin anymore. So yeah, Fabi and Andrea had sex because we had to purify our sins. We couldn't pass the portal without purifying our sins. Yeah, I don't want to go more details in here. And then Stefan and God were literally hanging out. And then Stefan comes back to take me and Andrea to the portal. And then we go to the portal, Shaggy lets us go, and Satan appears out of nowhere with his army, ready to kill us. But luckily, we got too far before he even got us. And there's a scene in the portal. In the portal, we were talking shit about going home and blah blah blah, and my feelings and her feelings for me, you know, yeah, Fabi and Andrea. And then Stefan tells us that there are chances for us to be teleported to the different parts of the galaxy. So yeah, I mean separate from each other. So yeah, sadly the evaporation began, but before we evaporate in those universes, Stefan told me and Andrea that we are actually not virgin anymore because in hell we had a moral form we had on Earth, so that didn't affect us at all. I mean, imagine if I cut out my foreskin doing this shit, because I think that's possible. I'm a virgin, please. I'm a virgin. But if we have to take it scientifically, I think FASCOTF would have been over. So I'm glad it was this way. Thank God. And I'm glad I did it this smartest way. So you see, guys, I'm not actually that stupid in writing stories. And yeah. Then the episode ends, and that's the entire story. Pretty long, huh? Now, let's talk about the humor. Jesus Christ, the humor in this comic is so fucking on point. It was much better than the previous two comics, and that's for sure. I don't know why, but there's something about this comic much more funnier. There's been a more comedic sense to it, actually, and much more hard and much more. I mean, the humor in this comic had really a lot to do with the story, something that wasn't really seen in the previous FASCOTF comics, especially in the first and the second from the second season. But another fact about the humor, yeah, is that in this humor I tried doing it different than the previous comic. I did it a different one in my head. I can really explain, but I'm gonna tell you later, maybe more. Maybe I'm gonna tell you later more. If not, I'm just telling you. I did it in a different way. That I'm still doing the design, still doing the same technique, and believe me, it's really saving much more time, and it's much more healthier for my mind. But again, the humor in this comic was on fucking par, man. The jokes are so fucking incredible, like the joke when I'm throwing the condoms, Jesus Christ, or the joke with Susie capturing. Why's a fucking furry capturing? Like, why? Why is he torturing me? Why is he so gay? Or the joke with Satan's room. Why was his bedroom so big in my imagination, but it wasn't? Or the joke with Andrea Seth Puraver getting kidnapped by those fucking raping demons. And the biggest joke and most controversial in my mind of all time has definitely to be the sex scene. But holy shit, guys, the humor of this comic was fucking great. Definitely a level higher than the previous two comics. This is just fantastic. And believe me, if you didn't read this comic, I'm pretty sure you're gonna laugh from at least one joke. I'm pretty fucking sure I can down on how much you tell me. If I'm wrong, please comment. Tell me, Fabi or me Bahibo, or whatever the fuck you wanna call me, or Ruby11, I didn't laugh. Fuck you. But seriously, guys, I'm pretty sure one joke made me at least smile. Come on, or laugh. I don't know. Pretty much the same shit for me. But yeah, again, the humor was really good. Moving on, now we're gonna talk about the characters. The characters in this comic are Fabi, Andrea, Jesus, a lot of demons actually, a lot of demons, guards, uh, directors, soldiers, a lot of demons. I can really name one of them. Satan, of course, a lot. Our Lord. Stefan, finally. Uh, I could really say that. Well, actually, I'm gonna tell you later. But Stefan, I don't think my hardest count. Um, so we're also gonna count cameos if I have to, but also Shaggy, Susie, and God. But cameos too, like Mario. Yeah, Mario. This is maybe the only official comic in which Mario appeared. Mario, you're gonna see on my channel if you don't know who he is. But he made just a cameo, and it was just previously seen. It was on the chains. Maria and Alex the Bowie. Alex the Bowie, I don't think you guys know him, but he only appeared here. I actually wanted to add in more comics, but he didn't want to. I've given an offer. But hey, if he didn't want to, I can't force anybody. And Pavel, Pavel, I don't know how can I tell you, but I used to call him Pavel. He only made a cameo here and was the guy with the cigarette that was tapped with a fork. So yeah, those are the characters, and again, I want to give a really big plus, just like the previous comic and the previous two actually. The character development was here on fucking par, just great. Hold the same energy in the main level, the main height point of it. But this was maybe the last comic that was did with character development just on some characters and not a lot of them. Like you'll see in the future what I'm gonna talk about. So yeah, the character development here was like really fucking great. Not gonna lie. Now let's talk about the art style. Well, fellas, if I have to be honest, I think there's a bit of more improvement in this comic compared to the first two with the art style. It looks much more better, but it's still, not really special. There would be much more bugs edited out, and much more shit about it. I think it was much more colorful, especially that you could see that in hell I did the backgrounds, and I didn't take them on the internet. So, yeah, it wasn't that bad, the art style in this comic. And if I have to be honest, the art style isn't that bad in either the future comics and never be again. Because the art style is not really a special thing in Fast anymore. I think I told you in the previous episode that the art style is not playing a major role anymore. It did only in the first three comics because it had a different art style. It was much more uglier, and you have to agree with this because it's the fucking truth, man. But hey. So yeah, the art style again wasn't that good, but it was good. It was fast because that you would expect to be fucking anime. So yeah, the art style was great. And well, what do you always expect at the end of an episode? Of course, isn't it the fact? I think there are not that many facts. Just kidding. There are a lot of facts to talk about this comic because, you will see why later. But if I'm gonna tell you from now, this has to be the most memorable or most popular Fast Food comic of this day. But so yeah, the first fact is that this is the most appreciated Fast Food. Jesus Christ! Actually, it's the most appreciated Fast Food comic to this date. Basically, it is because not only from the like buttons or rank buttons or hearts and ha and shit like that on Facebook. No, I mean that from the support I got, from the appreciation for the memorable stuff I got, the people being really hyped about it, and a lot of it talked about. And there were also when it was released, I remember Fabi, what is this, man? Like, wow, I really loved this joke. Like it was so much big as support with it. And if I'm gonna ask a person that's seen all the passive comics, I think most of them will agree that this is the most memorable one. And yeah, I didn't want this to be the most popular passive comic, to be honest, or the most appreciated. I don't think it's the most popular, to be honest, but the most appreciated definitely. However, I don't really like that, and I wish I really wish Japanese niggers or the big ass bank robbery led by ISIS 60 would be much more appreciated. I really hope it's like that because that's how things work, and I see much more better and stuff in this. But I still love that this is one of the most appreciated. Don't get it wrong, it's my top 5 fast comics ever. So yeah. And another fact that has to do with the first fact, this is the most appreciated or most popular, maybe. This is that. This is also the most popular. It has to do with it, but it's the most appreciated, most popular, the Sillyworld Trilogy comic episode. Yeah. So yeah. The next fact about this comic is this is definitely a rising point for Stefan. This is definitely his comic as a character, as a development character, and holy shit, I could really say on this is maybe his comic. Like, you know, I don't think I said this previously, but the second comic would have been the Andrea comic, and the first comic would have been like Black comic, something like that. But Stefan really had a really big ass development point in this comic. Like, holy shit, it was Jesus Christ. I think most people really didn't expect him to be that way. I mean, seriously, compared the second season from the first season, Jesus Christ, he really developed a lot as a character. And this is why I also consider it to be the most underrated character. He's my favorite FASCOTF character. Don't get it wrong. Not in real life. I'm not going to talk about favorite friends like here. But as FASCOTF, he's my fucking favorite FASCOTF character. I just like how kind he is. He actually gives a fuck about his friends, and he actually helps a lot. He's barely an asshole, and he's all doing in favor of his missions and all the success he wants to do with all of the missions that he's given. Especially as a demon, he has powers and shit like that. Seriously, I give a reason I was a fan. But Jesus Christ, you have to be fucking blind to not admit that Stefan right here got really big ass developing parts. It was like it wasn't the same character anymore, not gonna lie. But to be honest, the first part of Stefan, like the first season Stefan, was inspired by the Stefan when I met him. He was more angsty or more edgier. Not that it's not edgy now, but he was a different kind of a different person. But in the second season, or the later part of my knowledge, like even to this day, and actually when I was working the first season, it's been this part of it, like the second part of it, like the second personality. The Stefan that is today, that is also in the second season, inspired by it, is much more, much more not keeper of a fuck. He's actually much more kinder, much more interesting to talk with. He's much more calmer. He's really kind, not gonna lie. He's a really nice guy and really helped me with a lot of shit. He's much more better now as a person, if you really care. So yeah, that was me inspired from it. So yeah, Stefan got a really major point as that character development. What I wanted to say about let me think. Oh yeah, this is yet another comic. This is another fact. This is yet another comic in which Shooter is not a protagonist. Because again, it wouldn't really make sense at all if it was. So I had a comment about this. Let me think. Oh yeah, even if Shooter wasn't a major character, he didn't appear in this episode. Even if he didn't appear in this episode, God was actually played by Shooter. God's normally Shooter, but in the comics, it's another character. But as a background, if you take it as a background, God was played by Shooter. So it wasn't all the lines and shit like that, it wasn't by me. The character wasn't created by me. So yeah, I actually had to do with this. I mean, Shooter has involvement in every comic. What am I even talking about? What it had? Bruh. Another fact about this comic is that, wait. Yeah, this comic, like in it, I think, or no. Oh yeah, Susie, it wasn't actually, it's not a character created by me. It's a continuation of the God. Susie was a character created by Andrea. It was an OC that she showed me when I was producing the second season, from what I remember. She just sent me a drawing of this and said, "This is my OC Susie. What do you think?" And I was, "Oh wow, this looks really cool." And what did came in my head? I should make Susie a FASCOTF character, make him torture me. Yeah, actually, this comic, Susie was a boy, but now she's a girl. He changed his sex overall. So, yeah, Susie is again not another character created by me. Um, Another fact about this comic is that there was shown a first version of Fabiana right here. It was the version that I wanted to do with the German bands first. The German comic we're gonna review later, and it was, I don't know how I can really explain it, but it looked much more different. I had a ponytail and pretty much the same hairstyle. But I'm glad it changed the way it is today, and because it was much more weirder. But you could see her in the beginning when Fabi's drawing in hell. Another fact about this comic is that Shaggy was been chosen as the god in here, and I don't think there will be any more because there will be definitely much more. I think one not showing hell inside, but there will be much more comics in the future with hell armies and shit like that. I was forced to pick Shaggy as the god in the port. I always had to talk about this because of the meme instance that he had, and actually I have to be honest, I didn't really enjoy that. Not only because my character got his ass beaten, but not as a character, he's just stupid to me. It's not even that funny. I mean, seriously, guys, Shaggy was really strong and awesome in Scooby-Doo. How he could take a meme of it with his strong? Seriously, guys, come on, open your fucking eyes. And maybe the second last fact about this comic is that this comic was normally meant to, it was like the newer era of Faster that is today. Like, this comic had much more longer stories. It had a part with the art style and story. The characters here got to be much more. They were newer characters, but sadly never got a chance even to this day to shine. Not even one of them. Not Mario, not Maria, not Alex Weeb or Coon. Oh Jesus Christ, Alex Bowie. Sorry, there's a difference between Alex Weeb and Alex Weeb. Don't get it wrong. I mean Alex Weeb and Alex Bowie. Jesus Christ, I fucking hate this name! So, Alex Bowie and Katalin Pavel, but none of them ever got a chance to be big characters, and I'm sorry about this. And the final fact about this comic is that this comic wasn't completely written by me. It was also co-written by Stefan, Andrea, Georgia, even if he didn't have any involvement physical in this comic, and Shooter. And guess how? This is the only comic to this day that we've written from a fucking roleplay. A lot of shit was made in that roleplay, but I changed some stuff in here because I didn't like it. Like the outro in the beginning was made by me, but like the raping scene was created by Shooter, or the following stuff was made by Andrea, and more stuff. So yeah, it was also not only written by me. And more stuff about this, like Stefan made the part with what it was called, like the door lock scene. I think he made. George, I don't remember what he did, but he didn't do that much. But if I have to pick one from those who involved the most, was definitely Shooter. He really involved with a lot of writing here. But hey, this is actually the only comic to this day from the second season which he was written involved in, and maybe the third comic, but I don't remember that much. Maybe. But I'm gonna talk about this in a future episode, and then you're back home. The comic that's coming next. Jesus Christ. Hiccups, I have hiccups, guys. So yeah, guys, we came to the final point of this review. And my final grade about my final rating. Let me think. Knowing that the story is so fucking well made, so well, I remember I put a lot of brain into it, a lot of more shit into it, a lot of more soul. The humor here was really on par. This comic is definitely, not even by question, it's definitely funnier than the previous two because I put a lot of more humor in here. I remember how my state of mind was. The characters, you got, again, really a lot of development here, and just specifically for some comic characters. Sorry about this. And the art style was even great as fuck because I made a lot of shit in here. I drawn a lot of stuff. I made the backgrounds for the most part. So guys, what am I even waiting for? Seriously guys, this is definitely one of the best FASCOTF comics, and not only to this day, but I'm not saying that you shouldn't hope for more. But consider that the appreciation, the support, and all that shit, I think this will always remain in top 10, or not, if not top 5, it will always remain in top 10 best FASCOTF comics of all time. This is just awesome. However, I can give it a 10, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's pretty close in here, don't get it wrong, but I had some minor problems when I did this with my not school monolinguals, but I don't want to talk about what is it exactly. But I had some problems when I made this comic, and it was pretty shitty in the most part. Except towards the end. Towards the end it got really nice. I remember, towards the end it was pretty nice. But if I have to be honest, even the end was not that great when I was producing it. But towards the end it was pretty nice. However, actually, if I have to be honest, the beginning was the best point. When it's the middle was the shittiest point, and I actually wanted to do a break for a week, but hey, I had just a chance. So I had a lot of problems. It was a lot of problems, but not taking up most of my time, hopefully. So yeah, because of those problems, I can't give it a 10. But because again, the comic itself was really awesome. It's too fucking great. And even some of the points in my real life, I have to be honest, wasn't that bad. Like, I told you in the previous 2 episodes that my life was actually really awesome when I made this, when I was producing those first 3 comics. Well, it was, but only in the beginning. And towards the end a little bit. And I have to remind you that I worked on this comic for 3 weeks, compared to the previous 2 when I was working just for a week or something. This was, again, I'm doing to this day, like, taking me months to do a fucking comic. It's continuing since that comic. So yeah, there were much more periods in this comic. So, yeah, fellas, again, the story was fucking awesome, the humor was fucking awesome, the characters was fucking awesome, and the arts that were fucking, yeah! For this, I have to give it a 9.5. This is definitely, if my life was a little bit better doing that when I was making it, it would have been definitely better. Definitely, it would have been my second favorite FASCOTF comic. But, you know, it didn't make it through. And yeah, if I have to be honest now, fun fact, I would give it Japanese English 11 out of 10. But this is not anymore about it. This is about L comic. Well guys, thank you so much for watching Unbowing Like a Chinese Ching Chong Ching Ching Chang. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. And don't forget to read the FASCOTF if you didn't, especially this comic. And to see my other review videos if you're interested about the other FASCOTF comics. Don't forget to subscribe and make it to fucking 1,000 subscribers. Gonna make 1,000 subscribers till I'm gonna marry Andrea in real life. I swear I'm gonna be the happiest guy alive. I swear I have one of the best communities on the internet. I mean, yeah, I can really name you guys, but I've seen a lot of fans being really loyal about my reviews, my ratings and shit like that. I can really name you guys, but I've seen you commenting a lot on my videos. I have like 10 or 20 fans. 10, maybe 10. I don't want to be a selfish fucking lie now. 10 fans, but still a lot for me. Thank you so much. Thank you a lot. But again, fellas, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, read FASCOTF, or watch my other review videos. I was Niba Hiba, aka Hubi11, and bye bye.